It is 7 PM. I'll call the meeting to order, Linden Town Council. Roll call, Wade Bennett, Council President.
Paul Buckles, council member.
Chastity Circus council member.
Janet Heidi, clerk treasurer.
Great, that makes all of us. So the first item for bid on our agenda tonight is the bidding engineering water project, claim number 10. So winding down on that. Looks like we got a claim for $206,249.50, and we're also releasing some retainage on that. Looks like.
Do what?
I think that's on par with what we've been thinking, right? I mean, that's where we're at to the stage of the game, right?
We don't hold retainage after a certain percentage is complete? Is that what you mean?
Well,
The invoice total will be to pay is $262,139.13. We still have retainage from the earlier one.
okay. I'm just trying to figure out, is this retainage that we are releasing from another deal, or is this something else?
We won't release it until it's totally inspected and checked off and,
Okay, so we're just gonna pay the 206 currently, or?
nope, we're paying the $262. We don't withhold retainage after a certain
Okay.
percentage. And we're at 90.
Okay, all right.
We're at 90%.
Sounds good. All right, so we need a motion to pay this claim?
I make a motion that we accept the claim from, is it Patterson?
Yes.
And it's number 10, am I correct on that?
Yep.
For $262,139.13.
Been moved and seconded to accept the claim from Patterson Horth for $262,139.13, which is also billing number 10. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. So, sign this before we get.
You need to sign the back
Yep.
and on the invoice.
And.
The bank likes having them both done. You
Okay.
can take the sticky note off of the invoice and sign it.
Okay. On the front of this.
Mhm.
Okay. Winding down. Okay, anything else on that? Next item up is the,
You can do either one.
where's this, the ordinance?
You can do one or you can do two, it doesn't matter. They should both be there.
They are. So we have two ordinances that we need to. Do a final reading, or actually not a final reading, but a,
Adoption.
yes, adoption on tonight. 2026-2 and 2026-1. 2026-1, an ordinance to prohibit parking on the south side of High Street in the town of Linden. Parking on South High Street, not south side of High Street, that would be, anyway. And then, I think this one.
That's the street.
I make a motion that we, adopt the ordinance 2026-1 for the parking, in between South and High Street for a fire lane.
I second that motion.
They moved in second to adopt ordinance 2026-1. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, 2026-2, an ordinance amending and restating the rates and charges for the use of the water and sewage system and related services of the town.
I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2026-2 for the utility connection fees.
Moved and seconded to adopt ordinance 2026-2, adopting ordinance to reset the connection fees. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. All right, so I was contacted earlier in the month by Ken Clark from the Trinity Mission about coming to our meeting tonight and speaking to us, and I failed miserably to get him added to the agenda, but he's here, they are here, and they would like to speak to us, and so at this time, I would welcome you to come up if you like, or whatever, and you have the floor. Great.
Well, my name is Kevin Clark. I'm with Trinity Light Ministry, and we're the new kids on the block, right over where Through the Gate used to be. And I asked Wade if it would be okay to come and just kind of explain who we are, what we do. I know there's probably some questions about what does that look like and what do we do. So let me start off. In 1985, we started off as a group called Trinity Missions up in Lafayette. We were given $500 by Trinity United Methodist Church to start a ministry for homelessness. And what happened was we had men and women. We quickly found out that in homelessness, there's lots of addiction. And so at that point, we switched really from homelessness to addiction and started working with men and women in addiction. 2003-ish, we moved the women from Lafayette down to Crawfordsville. And then we had men and women. And after about 2005, 2006, the women's program kind of fizzled, and we moved our men down there. Fast forward to about 3 or 4 years ago, Through the Gate moved down to Crawfordsville, and they offered us their building. They called my boss, his name is Phil Gabriel, and said, would you be interested in the building? And so my boss took about 3 seconds to pray because he wanted to be very spiritual, and then he said yes. And so we've been trying for the past 3 or 4 years to figure out what's the best use of that building. And so we connected with other people and tried to offer them other things, and it just seemed to go dead end. And so we finally came to the conclusion that in addiction, lots of lots of addiction. And so over the years, we've seen it continue to grow, and we have our house down in Crawfordsville. It has 43 beds. We've been doing this now for 41 years, and in that, a lot of our guys said we would like to stay longer. We don't really feel equipped to leave. And so the challenge is if they don't leave, we can't backfill their beds. And so with the building in Linden, what we've decided to do, that's going to be our step 2. So when our guys spend a year with us, they graduate. Some of the guys who want to continue to grow will be moving to Linden. The facility will have about 16 to 20 men staying there. The idea is, what does that look like for them to continue to grow and grow in leadership? Some areas they need to grow in, one is leadership of their family, leadership of their church, leadership in their jobs, and leadership in the community. So Jeff Hartwig back there with me, Jeff is going to be running that program for us here in town. We're excited for the opportunity. We hope that we can help the Linden community. We look forward to our guys serving in the community and working in the community as much as possible. So quickly, that's kind of who we are and what we are in a nutshell.
Sure,
Does anybody have questions? I talk really big and really vague. If you have questions, please feel free to ask.
Are some of these gentlemen going to have issues such as pedophilia or sexual issues that are going to filter out into the community?
So, in the Trinity program, as we have it in Crawfordsville, we don't take sex offenders. The reason that is because we're so close to the Boys and Girls Club. Okay? And so, doing that, we've stated to anybody that comes in, if they have that in the background, we do not accept them.
It seems like that in the past there has been questions. If anybody has any, I mean,
Is there a contact information available that,
Sure.
that if somebody'd have questions, if,
Sure.
like to share that and maybe in the minutes that,
Sure. So if you have questions, you're all welcome to go to our website at trinitylifeministry.com. There's a contact page that comes straight to me. My job is, for Trinity, my job is development and communications. And so I go out and talk to a lot of people about what we do, and I would be the initial contact. If it was something I couldn't answer, I would take that either to our executive director or to our board. And so literally, it comes straight to my phone. So if you hit contact, it comes to my phone. I will tell you, if you text me after 8 o'clock, I won't answer. I'm usually in bed at 8. But at 3 a.m. when I wake up, I'll be more than happy to give you a call back if you'd like to.
but we've communicated in the past, and you've indicated that, you know, you are that accessible, and if there is an issue or a question or a concern of any kind,
Please. Yeah, we want to make sure if you do have questions, if you have concerns, we want to take care of those right away. We don't want those to fester. We want to be a good, good citizens in the neighborhood. We want to grow with Linden. We want to be part of Linden. We want to do as much as we can to help. Mary's already volunteered me to help on some things, so we look forward to helping in the community this year. I think she said voluntold, not really volunteered.
So talk about the remodel you did on the building.
Okay, so the building, I think was built in the 50s. I'm not really sure exactly, but it was a $1.2 million remodel. And we were joined with United Way. They helped in that process, as did Montgomery Community Foundation. Montgomery County Community Foundation. So we had some big partners with that. In there, we remodeled upstairs and downstairs. If you haven't had the opportunity to come and see, please let me know. I would love to give you a tour around the building. We had some ladies, when we had our open house a month or so ago, from through the gate, and they came and they were in tears because of the things that changed. As a matter of fact, downstairs, we have some murals that were painted by one of the ladies who graduated from the program. We asked her to come in and paint a mural for us downstairs. So we want to keep that legacy of what they had done and continue to move forward with it there. Other questions?
I've been approached by some of the residents, asking what kind of, is there like a curfew for them, or, do they have range to, walk around town from the facility or whatnot?
Sure. Jeff, curfew?
I couldn't hear the question.
So, Jeff, do the guys have a curfew there at Linden?
Yeah, 11 o'clock, unless they get permission, like otherwise, but it'd be 11.
Let's say if if you have questions, please feel free.
Yeah.
Reach out. We would love to take care of those things. If, so these guys, the guys that will be moving here, they've already been with us for a year, okay? So it's not brand new guys. It's not guys that came straight from prison. It's not guys that came straight from the street. These are men that have been with us for over a year, and they've shown some leadership and some capabilities of doing this. They're not just guys off the street. So we feel very comfortable having them here.
Yeah, if you have a question, anything during the day, if you see my orange car there, feel free
Yeah.
to, stop by, so.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sorry, which building is this?
What is our, 210 Meridian?
210 North Meridian.
210 North Meridian. Yes. It used to be white, now it's black.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I was just gonna say, like, you told me they're gonna be working during the day too.
Correct. You won't see them during the day. They have jobs. They'll be working, and they will have classes in the evening. They will also be serving at the In-Gathering Church right there also. In-Gathering Church is run by men of leadership at Trinity. And so the idea is to help them continue to grow and be supervised at the same time. Yes, sir.
How about transportation? Do you guys provide the transportation, or do they drive? So will that be an, influx of vehicles and stuff on that street as well?
They will be driving their own vehicles, yes.
Okay.
Yes. And which actually is a miracle, because most of the guys, when they come to Trinity, they don't have their driver's license. They don't have those things, and so over the year, part of what they're doing is trying to be more self-sufficient and having their vehicles. Now, they won't be like Jeff's car, brand new and very spotless and all that. They may be a little older, but yes. And I would also say, if you do notice that cars are being disrepair, please let us know. We don't think that's gonna happen, but if you see that, cars on blocks, that should really never happen over a day or two. But if you do see that, please let us know.
You had explained to me that, for these men to be there, they have earned the privilege through their work in Crawfordsville to be there. They've graduated and they've earned their place.
Sure. So the year they're with us, what we're doing is we're looking for men who can go forward, right? Just to come to Linden, the idea is you don't just, because you spent 12 months with us, get to come. So we're looking for men of character, looking for men that want to continue to grow, that we see some future that continue to move forward. It's not just, well, I spent 12 months in a program, I'm going to move forward, and that's my next thing. No, these are guys that we've been watching, and that we want to be here, and these are men that should be moving forward. Hopefully, they're future leaders for us and for the community.
All right.
Okay. Well, if you do have questions, again, TrinityLifeMinistry.com. That's the website. Hit contact, that comes to me. If you see an orange car over there, that would be Jeff. And feel free to knock on the door, come on in. And if you would like a tour, again, we would love to do that. We envision the building eventually to be open to the community. If there's events, the downstairs it has a kitchen and can hold up to 60, 65 people. So we have birthday parties, family gatherings. We don't have that all worked out yet, but we envision that to be the future. So if someone in town needed something, I did talk with Kathy over at the library, and she said the room that they had was a little bit small compared to what this is. And so if that's something you would like to do, please again reach out to us, and we'd love to help you with that.
Sounds awesome.
And we just say thank you. Thank you to the community. We look forward to growing with you over the next couple of years.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. All right, glad you came. All right, so, we have a proposal here, or a bid from Bussey Excavating LLC for porta potties for the 2026 season. Price per month is $155 per. All the information shared, all you gotta do is read it. Bussey Excavating will provide 2 handicap units for the town of Linden use, clean on a weekly basis, blah, blah, blah. Fine last
It's
year.
the same as it was last year.
Yep, nope, sounds fine. $155 each, and we get 2, right?
Yep.
Yep, here we go. So,
One will be right out here, and the other one will be down by Woody Breeze.
Okay.
Which is where they were last year.
I make a motion that we accept the quote from Bussey's excavating on the porta potties for this summer. And when will the first one be in?
March. You
March.
guys go from March
March one,
March 1 to,
Sunday?
yeah, the Sunday.
coming right up.
Okay.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the proposal from Bussey Excavating for the 2 porta pots. All in favor, say aye.
October 31st, I think. Is that right?
October 31st, yeah.
November 1st, whatever.
Yeah, you usually take them out November one.
Yeah.
Drop them off March one.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Yep. I got this, and today is the 24th.
So we'll have two originals.
Okay.
You can keep that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you. And I'll put this in the. Okay, that is.
I did not send out Mary's email.
Let's do the utility past due right to be heard. You wanna do that one next? Let's do it. So we have about 10 accounts that are delinquent and past due to be shut off. And due to the utility right to be heard policy, we need to publicly vote to do this. Is that correct?
Are we voting on taking the next step and disconnect? Is that what we're voting on?
Okay.
The state just wants to make sure that you guys are aware and they're gonna be shut off if they don't pay.
Okay. Yes.
I make a motion that we, proceed with the shut-off list for unpaid water bills.
I second that.
Moving and seconded to proceed with the shut-offs on the list of unpaid water bills. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
Now, how soon will that action take place?
26.
26?
Okay, with day after tomorrow. Okay, all right. I'll have
That's
my
what's
phone
on the back of the card. Like,
All right.
everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It's shut off day. It's on the back of your bill.
multiple times
It's
too,
not,
so.
it doesn't change you. That's the shut off day.
I'll have my phone on.
Okay. I'll be calm.
So the annual report, 2025 annual report is completed. We need to acknowledge that it is here and done, and we've all seen it. We need to set this in form of motion.
However you wanna do it.
Well,
I just need to know that you guys know it's finished, it's submitted, there's front pages, no errors, no warnings, it's advertised. So they just want the board to sign off on it, that they're aware.
I make a motion that we acknowledge I'm assuming it's a 2025
yes, yep,
annual report.
yep. Been moved and seconded to acknowledge the 2025 annual report from the treasurer. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Did we take care of the change order that was on the van claim? Did I bounce over that? I feel like I bounced over that. Is that
For
fair?
what now?
There was also a change order on this, the Patterson
And
Before I go any further, I wanna make sure that's
well, you had it a minute ago.
yeah, there's the. Oop, is on top.
This is change order number 3.
That's what you're talking about, the change order.
Yes.
That's the claim. You took care of the claim.
Okay,
Is this part of that claim?
It's in that information on the back.
I just wanna make sure it's one and the same, and we don't leave something hanging out that wasn't addressed.
You can sign the change order, so just in case the auditor,
That would make me feel.
they
It
basically
would-
wrote up the change order, submitted it with the invoice, because that stuff is now in that 90%. Is basically what happens with the change order. It's actually in the
That
percentage.
needs your name.
Okay. Okay, alrighty,
I guess if you want a motion, we can, I make a motion, we accept change order, and I think it was number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3
Yep.
of Patterson.
Moving and seconded
Yeah.
to accept the change order number 3 from Patterson Horth on the water project. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Yep, this was for additional requested subsurface drainage pipe on the site. But we're still laying the budget, so we're good. All right. Doesn't need okay, sorry about that. Back on track. All right, Friends of Linden.
Earlier, we.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. So,
Thank you.
first week is just, events for our. Dates for the events, so Saturday, April 4th would be, and it's all over here at Bulldog. Saturday, April 4th would be the Egg Hunt, movie night on the 18th of July, with the rain date of the 25th, and then the Fall Festival will be September 26th. Just wanna make sure you guys were good with that before we start getting it out there. Cool,
I think it's a wonderful idea.
okay,
Yes, absolutely.
okay, now the fun part, the stage.
Okay.
So, I have this lovely map that AI helps me with, sort of. That is where I kind of showed him where we were thinking, but I am not married to that, just, I really don't care where it is, as long as it's somewhere in that park area. And I put some positives and negatives, so like the positives of having it where it is, for me, it's just, I feel like it's a safety thing. You don't have as much traffic on that road, but the bad thing is there's no electricity, so we'd have to worry about that. If we put it over by the concession stand, there's electricity, but then you have to worry about South Street. So, just wanted to, that's not like something we have to decide tonight. What I wanted for tonight is, so the quote is like 16,000 something, which shouldn't be too difficult to get grants for. But before I start getting grants, I just wanna make sure you guys are still on board with it being somewhere in this general area.
Well, just my idea,
Yes.
and it looks like that's where the old batting,
Yes,
where the batting
Yep.
stuff, and that's
yep,
virtually been idle for
Yeah.
years.
yeah,
We do have electricity at the concession stand, that could be, so we have a meter and everything there, so it'd be just a matter of, maybe, burying, a power line over
Okay.
there to it, so it's not like we have to,
It wouldn't be a horrible thing.
huh?
It wouldn't be like a horrible,
No,
project
I
to
think
that,
it could, it could just be an extension, there's outside contractors that run power extensions. We have the meter, so it's not,
Okay.
there's not an obligation, a serious obligation as far as getting power to the property and a meter and all that, cause we
Yeah.
already have it.
okay,
it's just a matter of hooking onto it and taking it over wherever you need it, so.
Okay. So
I
are
mean,
you
there'd be a
thinking-
little bit of expense in it, but not a
Yeah.
huge amount.
And that's what I was thinking is I'll probably, like, the cost for the stage is 16,265. I was thinking to raise it in 20,000, and that way we have something to mess around with, but you guys are good with, like, we raise the money and pay for it, but then it's, we'll do the whole contract thing like you guys do with the library, and it's, you guys will take, like, I don't want it, like, I don't have to worry about it, but I think we
I
have the
don't-
ability to get the grant, so.
Well, it's obvious that the baseball, association's not coming back to Linden, or at least there's no sign of any of that, and, I mean, and it would be out of the way, it still would be out of the way if somebody wanted to play kickball,
Oh,
or,
yeah. Oh,
or,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
kids wanted to
Yeah.
fool around with some softball or something, that it's not really interfering anywhere with the property, especially, with that. The only concern would be if that's a permanent location, the county may require, a setback from the property line. You know, it's
Okay.
usually about 10 foot from the property line, but they'll work with you on that.
Okay.
Cause this is gonna be a solid foundation, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a permanent,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm excited.
I think it'll work.
Have you guys had a chance to look at the plan, because I don't understand it myself, but this guy's pretty highly, he's Amish, and he does a lot of work for his mother-in-law, so, and she's pretty picky, so, so that's why, I'm like, well, if she likes it, then he's gotta be good, because he won't put up with it, but, I don't know, like, I think it looks okay, but,
We can,
yeah, we don't have to decide tonight on like the final plan, I just need to know so I can start with it.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, in general, yes, and we can have, further conversation about an exact
Yeah.
location or whatever, that's fine, but in general, I think it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Cool, okay, cause it's yours.
Okay.
Just get the grant, yeah.
This says October,
Yeah,
this says 30 days. Okay.
yeah.
long as he
He
doesn't-
still calls and asks a lot how we're
Long as
doing,
he
and
doesn't
I've
hold
just
you
been really
to it.
busy, so, yeah, we'll figure all that out, but.
And you say this is an Amish builder?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll work with you. They're very down to earth.
yeah, they make phone calls. So, I'm not a phone call person, so.
Yeah.
I do know in experience in dealing with them, they don't mess around, and
Yeah.
they build quick.
I
If
think
you,
he's fast.
if you can, if you have the funds or ready to move,
Cool.
you'll have it in a couple of days.
Okay,
I mean, and I don't wanna get in the weeds talking about details,
No,
but I'm just sitting there thinking about that fantastic concession stand we have. I mean, should we think about in the future moving it over closer and,
that'd be cool too.
if
Like maybe when we get to the point of actually building the stage and running the electricity, we can do that.
run water over there to it and. Okay, alright,
Alright, well, I'll get started with grant writing.
I think it's fantastic, thank you. Does everyone have a copy of this? You have a copy of this?
She just gave us.
Yeah, she just gave us
I'm
all.
just making sure, cause I wanna work this one now, I just wanna make sure that I'm not taking the
No, I think she give everybody
the
one.
Holy Grail. So, yeah, just making sure. Okay, we to Park Board Committee?
Yes.
We need to, at the last meeting, Debbie wasn't appointed to the Park Board.
Right, but I think John he wants to add something to that. Well, you indicated to me that you really wasn't interested in it, is that changed?
No,
Are you interested in being?
I said no.
You don't want to. You don't
Okay.
want to.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're after, too.
What you told me, that Debbie was under the understanding that she wasn't going to be able to do it. But after the meeting, found out that she is, correct? So let her have it, 'cause I don't want it.
Okay, all right, is that okay? Okay, I got the thumbs up back there, so,
So that's good, then.
no, it's totally fine. So at the last,
Yeah.
at the last meeting, John was appointed, so John's not gonna be on our park board, but Deb Fagan and, oh, my mind's drawing a blank.
Who's on the park board?
Sandra Conley and
Donna.
Donna,
Donna.
correct? Okay, all right.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, everybody's happy and we're all square. Okay, all right, good deal. Okay, I think we are to employee reports. Earl, you have anything to talk about?
We're not quite online yet, but we're getting close with the water.
Okay, is the relief in temperatures helped any or?
Well,
not really
if the
so much?
weather would straighten up, that would get us there pretty quick, you know. It's just been, of course, the ground is just now starting to thaw, 'cause it was froze down over 20 inches, so,
Yeah, it was,
and that's just tough digging.
been a long time since it's been frozen that deep.
Yeah, you dig up all them frozen chunks, and then you gotta get rid of them and haul new stuff in, and it's just turns into a nightmare, so. Then we got other projects we'll start here as soon as it gets just a tad warmer.
Good deal.
And, the only other thing is, talking about the stage and stuff, I would suggest putting a privacy fence along that east line. So when you have that stage there, you ain't looking at all that junk in them people's yards. That's the bottom line to it.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea, and it might.
It wouldn't take that much to run a privacy fence down through there. It won't take much to get water there if you do wanna slide that concession stands over, 'cause it's on runners.
It's just got, it's anchored.
Yeah,
Those anchors,
pull
those
the
anchors could be
up,
taken out.
disconnect electricity. It wouldn't take much to dig in the electric line and run it to a panel next to the stage or next to the concession stand.
I'm sure Tim would help us with that, I mean, we're already.
Yeah, Titmont's pretty good about that. They would put in some resources and move that for us. Put a light up above it so you can see it. Mike can see it then from the road, so. But that's it.
Good deal, all righty, Mikey?
I just have speed sign over here on, South Street for eastbound traffic. I'm not sure what's wrong with it. We took it down back in the winter and I tried reprogramming it. It took off and then it just stopped. It's out of, nothing I can do with it other than I can either look and see how much it costs to take just the sign itself off and package and ship that back to New York to Land City, or look at getting one new one, like the new one we have on the west side town. That's the new updated version that they have out right now.
Do they even offer a repair service for them?
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
I mean, as much as we talked about adding a fourth one, like portable or whatever, maybe we've talked about spitballs in the past. I mean, do we just wanna get a new one for there and then get that one fixed and have it for backup or reserve or for something else later? I mean, do we think it's, I think they help, I don't know. Do you think they help?
I believe they do some. I mean, except for the people that
Wanna be violators?
come through the county that they already know it's there and they just, I said the other night, it didn't take long, they had 2 or 3 back to back. Some do, some don't, some just don't care, don't pay attention. Everywhere you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, do you have a recommendation? Should we get another one? I mean, I hate for it to be there,
Yeah.
be up and be not working, because it looks like we don't
Yeah.
care.
I would like to, reach out to that guy I've been in contact with out there and see if he can give me a rough idea of what it would take and how much to, I mean, I'm sure it's not gonna be cheap to send that big heavy thing back, but if it's a decent amount of price to reprogram it, or they can see what whole system in there might be faulty, I don't know. It's just weird that other one's worked since day one, it's great, and
Yours when it's dark, if they were the daylight, the solar thing didn't work.
we have this one that's just, has a mind of its own. I think it's.
I think we've been more impatient,
Yeah.
with it. If it was gonna work, it would already be working, and I thank you guys for
It's
working with
done.
it, but it's still not.
Yeah.
And the other one works
Yeah.
perfect,
It's great.
so.
Yeah, the other two are fine. Well, even the one that's brother to that one is,
Yeah, exactly.
so.
Well, why don't you find out for us and report back
Yeah.
next month and,
I'll do
or,
that.
Is the other one currently up? I guess I'm paying attention.
Yes.
The one that's not working is up? Should we
Yes.
take it down just so it
Good. Yeah.
don't look like it's
broke.
broke?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, if it makes sense to get it fixed, we'll send it off and get it fixed, and if it doesn't, why?
See about a new one.
Yep, see about another one.
That, other one still got the original batteries in it.
Yeah. How many years now has that been? Couple years?
It's been a few, and this one's third set of batteries.
Yeah.
I think it lasted a year and then just kinda went up and down with it.
Yeah.
I think we can safely say that it's not the battery.
It
Yeah,
just,
definitely
it
not.
just needs to go and put a new one up and be done with it.
Yep, yeah, so you guys will get that taken down and get it, get it,
Yeah.
figure out what,
Yeah.
you know,
What to do with it.
yes, so, all right, appreciate that, we'll just wait to hear back on what you guys figure out, so, anything else? All right, Rick, you have anything to talk about?
Just a few things. We've been, basically, I've been picking up more trash around town. Fixed the, roof over at Schroeder Park on
The pavilion?
yeah, pavilion. There, some shingles came off the other day and was, obviously it was really cold out, so, I got them patched though, heated them up, got them resealed, so that part's fixed. Not a big deal, but it could have been a big deal, so. Getting the mowers and everything ready, got our little John Deere mower ready for spraying, so we got that up and going. Girl got me a battery, so it's up and going, ran it, tested the sprayer, things are going good. Got the mower back, it's ready to go. Weed eater, everything's, been working on getting that stuff done. Been going around town, I've been noticing a lot of couches and things around town, so, I talked to Earl about it a little bit, just trying to brainstorm on what the best situation is. I did, contact, a couple disposal areas of, how much it actually would cost if we were able to do something like that, if that's something we can do to help the community if they need it. Obviously, we're not gonna help the ones that take advantage of it, but, at least to help them out, so, TNS, transport, or, trash, they're $30 for a ton, and anything over that is $70. Walden's is, let's see, it's $20, for 600 pounds. Anything above 600 pounds is, $70.
70 a ton, or?
Yes, correct. Granted, we're not gonna probably have a lot, cause most of it's like mattresses, and there's a couch, and there's, TVs, just stuff like that, but, they do not take TVs, so we would just have to probably get them recycled somewhere, so. I just didn't know what the best situation, or what's anybody's thoughts, 'cause I know a lot of people's been asking about dumpster day, and all that type of stuff, so I didn't know if we're able just to go get it, pick it up, cause I know, Earl, years and, we've helped out, but I just didn't know if we could still continue to do that or not.
So I wonder, I mean, know the trash utility has some money, we've spent that in the past on dumpsters, and I think we'll continue to do that to an extent, but, I mean, I don't wanna go into competition with the trash companies, but, I mean, how far out of bounds is it to just go get the stuff and get rid of it and just use?
And also, in saying that, not to interrupt, but I do know that, you know, the D&D does come and go get those things, but I know a couple people that has called to get those big items, and they either don't return the phone call or don't give them a set time. So, we have given them time, and Earl made a good suggestion, you know, let's give them some time to make sure that they're not picking up, that I even have made a couple calls to D&D just to see, hey, I've got something to pick up, and I still have not got a return phone call from them about that. So, just an FYI on that.
Thoughts on that? I mean, I mean,
I think, I've called once before about needing stuff picked up, and they weren't returning calls, and they've been behind. So, I know other people have trouble with the communication piece too, so if Rick has a plan, and he's able to just bust it out, instead of waiting on them to find time.
I mean, I know this time of year that, you know, they're fighting all the same elemental battles that everybody else is, and I get that, and so, but at the same time, again, if it's gonna cost the same amount, I mean, it's still the waste utility, trash utilities money that would be paying for it, and which is the same fund that the dumpsters come out of. I don't know, what are people's thoughts on that? I mean,
Well, the sad part about it is that, I mean, we have D&D, we do have them, we pay them.
Right.
And I don't understand why there's a lack of communication on their part, because this is business for them, and they are our premier
Sure.
Disposal.
And
I hate the thought of, well, we bring in another company, I just wish they would step up and.
I think the thought was us delivering the stuff to those locations.
Okay.
Just throw the stuff in the
So
dump truck.
what you're proposing is load the dump truck up.
Yeah, basically a community outreach, basically just saying, hey, you know, we're here to help you out, I'm not gonna say it's a one-time thing, but if it's gonna be a regular thing, then let's talk about you paying for it, you know? But I think helping out, you know, that's just my opinion, but I just think helping out the community, obviously, for one, but.
And we know we have stuff that needs gone.
Correct.
Right, and that's, you know, that's the other side of it, you know. I don't know, I've struggled with this, I've been struggling with this, I don't know what to think about it, you know, it's like, on one hand, we don't wanna be everybody's keeper, but at the same time, people are driving by looking at the same couch for way too long, and it just needs to be hauled away, let's just haul it away.
Right.
I mean.
Right. And I get it, some people don't have the means to get it done or whatever, but at the same time, you know, they're trying to call and get it done and they can't get anything. I know that a lot of people are just gonna let it sit and whatever, but.
We're not aware of the communication that, you know, a private individual has, you know, they call, they don't know, we don't know that, so we
Right.
can't, it's not like we can.
Yeah.
Thoughts? I mean, I don't.
I mean, I just was asking, I mean, cause I just think that, I feel like we need to do something, but at the same time, I don't wanna push buttons either and make sure that,
We don't wanna
I just wanna do good for what it's worth, so.
and we don't wanna end up hauling every old couch and every mattress to town, but if somebody needs help, that's.
Absolutely.
I do have a question on that, if I may.
Yeah.
To me, it's just, which is a nice idea, but you're just gonna get the whole town saying, throw it out there, town, come pick it up. That's kinda my thing, you know, it's gonna like expand. I mean, it's nice if we got dumpsters and the guys go pick it up and take it to the dumpster. But, you know, I think if you do that, it's just gonna be like, okay, I got a stove, let's put it out there, town, come and get it, you know? And now you just got stuff everywhere all year long.
Very valid point.
Oh, I understand, I mean, these are all the same, yeah, I don't disagree one bit.
But
I mean,
is that something that we can do like an outreach and say, listen, we have no problem of helping somebody out that is in need, but if you do help and you can't get a hold of somebody, they can rely on us to take it, but they pay, cause, you know, they're gonna have to pay them or whoever that won't call them back. Can they be able to pay us, the town, to take it for them, because it's just a,
We're gonna, all town's gonna cost you $10, or whatever the amount is.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying if we made a designated day just to say, hey, every 2 months or whatever, if you have large items or whatever, and if you wanna pay an extra to take care of that, or if you don't have means, then I'm not saying that. It's just, it is very tough, but at the same time,
But we
I feel like the
we
more
are
we get out-
going to reestablish dumpster day, correct? And
I think so, yes. I mean, are we gonna be ready to do dumpster day this spring?
I wouldn't do it down there, I would set 2 of them up here where we can watch them with the camera. I mean, you ain't got a lot of room once you set dumpsters in there, and these people try to drive around there with their trucks and cars and trailers, and somebody will then run into that new $4 million building and,
Be just right, wouldn't it?
yes, I guarantee you it would happen.
Yep.
I would set them up here, I've talked to Mike about it a few times, and up here we can watch them with a camera. And once they're full, we'll just put a sign up but if we catch you dumping it on the ground, then
Right.
we can take action there, so.
Um,
2 of them would clean up a lot. There's some of these people that's throwing this stuff out that have good incomes that can get it hauled off, they're just being lazy, so. We don't wanna turn into where we gotta babysit all of them year round, so.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
in
we
the
can
past, I
Yeah, I went around
you
with
went
the
around and
tractor
picked up and helped people and got stuff up there, and, you know, I'd like for that to continue.
Yes, and we could do that easily up here, but like I say, I've talked with Mike, we can watch it with the cameras. It's not fenced in, won't be quite as convenient as down there in the past at the water plant, but at least up here on the asphalt, we can clean it up. That's what you wanna make sure is when you get done and they pick the dumpsters up, you can sweep it up. There's always a few nails, pieces of glass that you just sweep up and put in the trash, and then the ones that's real desperate, I mean, we could, different parts of the year, help them. I've helped with a few people with my truck and personal trailer, and so.
and I think those are the ones that,
We could go around and pick the stuff up pretty easy with that Kubota and the forks, and so. I just don't know when you wanna have dumpster day.
I don't know either. What do we normally have, end of March, 1st of April?
I don't remember.
Well, you don't need it, you do not want it April 4th.
Well, you know,
And we have one May before.
oh, I don't remember. I think over the years, we've had it several different times. Do we do the weekend before the Easter egg hunt, and then kind of maybe?
A lot of it's gonna depend on the weather.
Well, really, if it's up here, it's all blacktop, so.
Other than, D&D would have to be, pick up their dumpsters.
If he has available dumpsters, that'd be the next thing, but yeah, you could set it.
So that would be March, the weekend before the Easter egg hunt would be the 28th and 9th, would be Saturday, Sunday.
Do we normally do it on one day? Do we
Usually on Saturday.
Do it
So
Saturday?
they set them on Friday and have it set up for Saturday. Sometimes you get into Sunday if they don't get filled. They'll hold a lot, especially when you smash it down, so.
Yeah.
And,
March 28th? That's the week before the Easter egg, huh?
Yeah, I mean, does that make,
And that's not too far away, it's just 3 or 4 weeks, or 4 or 5 weeks.
yeah.
People gonna be out with it being cold to actually clean up though
I don't know, is it too early, you think?
It's too early for me, but
I'd always,
I would like to
I
say
think you need
so.
a couple more weeks.
April and October were the 2 months.
Do it,
We could do April, I mean, you could do it a month later, April, 25th.
whatever you guys think.
I don't know, I agree with Donna, because sometimes April's still cold.
Yes. By the end of April, you're good. By the end of April,
Yeah.
I make a recommendation, we do it on the 25th. Excuse me, yeah, April 25th.
When are you going?
Do what?
When's your vacation?
Oh, yeah, end of March, it's, 23rd.
Okay, yeah, so even more reason not to do it then. So, March 25th.
Yeah.
You like it? No, April.
What do you mean? Yeah, April.
Yeah, I think that'd be all right. We'll shoot for that. Hopefully the weather cooperates and,
That'll give us time to get the dumpsters situated and get it advertised.
yeah.
Yep.
And you could come in one way and go out the other.
That's nice too.
Yeah. Let's give it a try and see what happens.
Okay, I like it. Okay, sounds fantastic.
How many containers?
What do you think? Haven't we done 4 in the past?
We've done 4, 3 would be the max I'd go up here with your distance. You don't wanna get them try to set on this downhill slope and somebody's car then roll away or truck, as they're trying to put stuff in.
Yeah. Just think we haven't done it for a year. I mean,
We canceled it last year.
we did. I mean, is it gonna be more than normal the first time since we haven't done it?
And I suggest 2, and then we'll see how the money is, and then later on, we could do another one quicker.
Okay.
Do one in the summer then?
Do that?
Well, the sad part about it is they have trash every week.
Right. No, I get it. I understand. I totally do.
But this is for large stuff,
Primarily.
not just
Yeah, it's not, the
Okay.
the weekly trash. This is the stuff they got accumulated.
Yeah.
So,
This shouldn't be the weekly household garbage that, this should
Yeah.
be, stuff that's sitting around outside that needs gone. Okay, all right, April 25th it is, right?
you know,
Okay.
And it's just for
How
the
many
London
containers?
residents,
yeah, Linden residents only.
cause I know when it gets out on social media, everybody thinks they
How
have
many
a gun.
containers then? Or you
Yes.
just 1 month or 2 months?
That's up to you guys. I think I don't know how many containers I'm showing. I know we get 1 free, and I don't know how much they are.
We have,
Let me to,
I know it's on.
I mean, we'll have,
3.
I assume you said 1 free.
how about I call them and find out?
Find out and order.
Sure. Yep, sounds good. I will do that. Anything else?
We have a spring one, and when's the second one?
We've normally done it in October, right?
Sometime in the fall.
Do we have a code enforcement between the two? Nuisance code enforcement.
Yeah.
Listen how quiet that got.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if there's.
Just because you put that out there doesn't mean it's gonna get used the way it needs to get used. People don't have enough places for their junk. Okay? I'm serious.
No, I get it. I don't disagree with
It
you.
doesn't take a very long drive to find that out.
Yeah.
Don't you have a nuisance ordinance?
Yes, we do.
way to address it then. I'm serious. It's ridiculous. If they're incapable, then approach them and say, well, how can we help you? At least you'll find out.
And I think that's, you know, Earl and Rick are both, I think that's kind of the
Beating the drum in that general direction.
kind of the flavor of the approach is if you can't, you don't have the means to get whatever it is out of here, let's, you know, how can we help? You know, if it's a couple of items, we grab it. If it's something bigger than that, maybe we figure out a way to help them get their mess cleaned up, whatever that might look like.
I think that's, a great idea. I mean, really just kind of, not necessarily going door to door, but going to the ones that may need it. But also going, I mean, would it be wrong to go to some of them that we know that don't have a problem? Just have the one or two things and be offering like, hey, we can take this for you, but they pay for it.
Sure.
I mean, is that fair to say? And then, I mean, does that make sense? So, I don't know, my thing is, I don't know what to charge at that point. I mean, obviously, that's your realm, so.
If you have somebody in that situation, I would say,
Just report back and we'll go from there, find out for sure. I would highly encourage them, hey, dumpster day's on this day. If you need help getting it up there, let us know and go from there. And try to utilize the dumpster day as much as possible.
yeah.
I think for those that don't utilize the offered help and the dumpster days, like he said, we need to enforce those ordinances and write those tickets to be like, you were offered help, you didn't take it up on it, so here's your fine. So pay your fine and get your crap cleaned up. Because they're just gonna keep not doing it.
Yep, I understand.
Well, I think the whole idea too would be to get it, encourage them to take care of it on their own.
Yes.
So a fine or a ticket would
Right.
not,
Right.
you know, that's not the
But
first
those that
resort,
ignore
maybe.
the help that we're trying to give them, then it's like, okay, you've had 3 chances.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, anything else?
I think as a no.
Think you're distracted. Donna?
Nope, I'm good.
All good? All righty, I think we are to officer reports. Paul, did you talk about?
Well, yeah, I got a couple things to talk about, and, the people that were here, or, in the minutes, there was, some clarification that needed to happen, and we asked for some, documents from Janet, and thank you, Janet, for, providing those documents just so they could be reviewed. And in doing so, I found a problem that, I'm not here to assess, point fingers as far as blame. It doesn't matter. The problem is that the salary ordinance for the, hang on here, for the street and the water superintendent were not what I thought we were voting on in the January 2nd meeting of 2026. And I have reviewed the documents that Janet has provided for us for the salary ordinance and the payroll. And I'm here today making a recommendation as to what those salaries should be and not what they were passed as. And I have reviewed this pretty thorough, and the pay for those two positions should be, with everything calculated together, should have been $53,650. What was passed on January the 2nd was $77,100, and that was a $25,275 increase over the 2025 year. And that is, I'm making a motion that we amend the 2026 A salary ordinance to read on those two positions, street and water superintendent, to $53,650. And that is the set amount that was approved in December of 2026. It is still an increase over the 2025, but it's not the $77,100. And like I said, I'm not here to point fingers or blame or anything. It's whatever. It was brought to my attention. Those numbers did not appear to be right, and I agree with that 100%. So I make a motion that I think you both have a form, and I can give this to Janet, and she can make that change depending on the outcome of this vote.
It's been moved and seconded to amend the salary ordinance to reflect Paul's.
Correct.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. And the overpayment on that, on that, there was,
You put the ordinance number on it?
it should, well, I assume it'd be 2026 B?
No, it'd be 2025, whatever number it was, and then you've already amended it once.
Well, on January 2nd was, the amended ordinance was 2026 A. So we're amending that ordinance. So I would think that it would be 2026 B, I would think, but
2026.
I would think it's in this calendar year. It's not 2025, it's 2026.
The salaries are amended or approved the year before.
So the original salary ordinance would have been essentially the last ordinance of 2025, and what we decided on the second, I mean, I don't have a clue on that.
Well, I thought that was 2026A, because it was,
It was 2026A.
yeah. This is the one after that, would be 2026B,
A1.
or A1, yeah, whichever. And then on the bottom part of that, sign that here. I got a note at the bottom, all overpayment of wages will be returned to the correct funds within 4 pay periods. On
It
that.
can't be an over wage until the end of the year.
It needs to be, it
So
needs
you
to,
want-
it needs to reflect, it
You
needs,
want the 2026 pay to be 53 out of street and water,
correct, correct.
okay.
It's $53,650 total. That's broke down the way you do a salary ordinance on that.
I just need a sign, put it in the book.
However it's repaid back, it will be fine. The other thing that I had was, we need to do employee performance evaluations, and I make a recommendation that we do that on March the 2nd. And that will be an executive session.
We can't do
with,
that March
yeah.
2nd. Today's February 24th.
So,
You have to have 48 hours of notice for a meeting.
okay, today's Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, you say 48 hours. You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
The paper is not gonna be able to put it in tomorrow.
Okay, you're saying 48 hours after publication?
No,
you have to give the public 48 hours that you're having a meeting.
Okay,
So if the paper can't put it in,
okay.
then it can't be,
Well,
Monday.
let's move the date back then. Let's move the date back to, let me get my calendar up here. We'll make it the 9th, March the
I
9th.
don't think it can get in that quick.
Oh, I don't know.
It took how long for the paper to get our ordinances in? I don't know.
Well, I mean, we got time here, whatever. If you wanna, the 24th will be our town board meeting.
No, 31st.
30, excuse me, you're right, 31st. Let's shoot for March 23rd. I mean, that should be ample
That
time.
should be ample time.
Still agree.
What time?
What time's convenient for, I'm retired.
Well, I can wait, 4 or after.
4 or after? Okay.
You guys said the 23rd.
Oh, he's not here. He won't be here.
Oh, when will you be back?
The 27th.
Okay, let's make it the 30th then.
After 4? You're gonna start the first one after 4.
Oh, I'm just saying I'm available
Okay.
starting at 4
Well,
or
let's
whatever's
do it the 30th. You'll be back, March 30th, correct? And then we'll do it after 4 o'clock. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have to do all of them the same night, would we? I mean, as long as
You just have to put in the paper how many different meetings. Are you doing executive?
Mm-hmm.
And I found
yeah, we could do,
to discuss job performance evaluation. They added to the list.
do it.
You could do Rick's maybe at a later date and then do the rest of them.
Then you're gonna have another advertisement.
We could, if we advertise them both at the
We
same
did
time.
three,
It's gonna be
in,
like 4 bucks.
in February of 2024, we did all 3 of them.
Mhm.
So,
You have 4.
we could
You're only doing 3?
No, we'll do all 4.
If you did it the 30th, it only takes one publication, and we can have the executive session for 2 hours. That's a half an hour
As long
apiece.
as everybody's available to
Yeah.
do that.
Well, I mean, it's a month away.
Right, I mean, yeah, I mean, as far as notification, we can notice both of them at the same time. So it wouldn't, I mean, I'm happy to do all of them
Yeah,
one night, but I'm just
okay.
saying we wouldn't have to if it's just on, if it would be better.
Okay.
What's the time for each one?
If you wanna,
Cause the max would
well,
be.
if we, on March, you wanna do March 30th for all 4 of them?
I don't care, are you available March 30th, Donna and Mike?
I am not till,
I have no
not till
idea.
late that afternoon, cause I have state mandatory training that day, but, that'll last till 3, and after that I'm free.
Would that be okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
anytime after 3.
and that's March 30th.
Yeah. March the 30th, let's say, you want a time for all of them?
No, I just mean what time you're gonna start. and
5 o'clock,
You're gonna start at 5 o'clock,
and then,
and then.
it'd be half hour piece,
the
so it'd be
max-
2 hours. So go to 7:30.
I need to reserve the room.
Okay.
Sheet here. March 30th. 5 to 7. Okay. That's all I got right there.
Okay, alright, yeah, everything's up. The only thing I had was, I know last fall we had talked about, we had set up a group text for communicating with, Earl and Bussey Excavating and, moving forward, and, when you guys are gonna be in town. I know Earl had called a couple times, and that's fantastic too, but, I think we wanna get, I think we all like that, and we wanna get back to, if you guys are gonna be in town, there's a group text that, if we could be notified of that, I assume you're representing
Bussey Excavating.
Bussey Excavating. I mean, if you're not, I'm happy.
No, this is the first I've ever heard about group text, so.
Sure, okay. Jay and I talked about it, and Earl and I as well, and it really, it helped us to understand what was going on around town and so forth. And again, Earl, a couple times Earl would just call rather than text, and that's perfect too. I don't care, but we'd like to get back on that. I mean, we continue to see claims come in
Well, it's nice to be notified when you're gonna be in town and what the nature of the business
I
is.
totally understand.
I know, doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be, whatever, but just, if we, if we can get back on that, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll send something.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right,
Did you get Chassid? Oh, okay.
I think we are to public comment? Am I gonna talk about? Okay, alrighty, well, yes,
Well, let's do the meeting minutes,
okay,
but I wanna, I got a problem with one thing that was said
okay,
on that. In the meeting of January 27, 2026, I'll read the part that I have a problem with, because part of it's true and some of it was missing. It said, Town Board President Paul Buckles wanted clarification with Clerk Treasurer Janet Heidi on January 2nd, 2026 meeting minutes reference to the Utility Superintendent Earl Heidi, and stated no one is worth a 50% pay increase. That's right off the minutes right there. And brought highlights notes for the amending minutes. What was said in its entirety, and the reason why I know because I said it, I take full responsibility for that comment, but the full comment was, no one is worth a 50% increase without a change in job responsibilities or a change in job description that reflects that increase in pay. That is the full, that's what was said. So, with that being said, I accept the minutes for where they are with that correction.
You're gonna turn that in, so we have it.
Well, yeah, I can give, yes, I can give that to you.
Like you did, yeah.
Yes, that's fine. I wrote it at the top, what I said.
moved and seconded to approve the claims as presented with the one.
Not claims.
I'm sorry, the minutes as presented with the one, amendment change. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
There we go.
There's that, and then, let's look together, and then we have now we have the claims.
I make a motion that we accept the claim voucher for, January 28th through February 24th, 2026.
I second that motion.
We moved and seconded to approve the claim voucher as presented, for January 28th through February 24th. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
on that one.
We say it every month, no.
I think I put that in my agenda. I sent it with somebody, here it is right here. What else?
You're there.
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you for coming.